Right, welcome back. So here we'll proceed, and before that I'd like you to make some changes here. These three cards, that is the chart cards, update their weight to 340 respectively. Okay, so I'll make sure the alignment is also positioned properly. So now select it, Alt key, drag to the right to make a copy, and here we'll take this and snap it to the top like that. That is this chat box, snap it here to the top. I just snap it together with this card. So that's just it. So now we'll update this placeholder text to when the user is typing. Okay, hello Dr. Simon Joss. Okay, so it will be like they started the conversation. I'll put that sign off, see if they are typing. So we're going to revert back this opacity to 80%. So we'll have that. Then the frame as well, let's increase the height to 1000. Now we navigate back to our iOS kit and search for keyboards. Then we make use of this and add the instance into our frame like this and keep it there beneath that. So if you check like this, you should have something like this. Okay, if you look at it carefully, some part of the keyboard is still hidden, so we have to update the height. So let's see 1200 and see. Oh, that's a lot. 1050. Okay, 1016. All right, 1100. It's too much. 1080. So we leave it like that. Okay, to show as if the user is typing, then we leave it like that. Okay, so now this screen touch tool here, we are going to update it to 2 and also create another screen that we can place this inside. All right, so let's drag this to the right a bit, make another duplicate here, Alt key, drag in here, then you're going to select all this and delete it. Okay, so select this, delete it. Now bring this inside this frame and snap it to the top and make sure it's centered, aligned, so that we can make it scrollable. Alright, so now if you take the preview of this, you should have something like that. Okay, so this is what you expect to have, and it should be scrollable for the user to type and all that. Alright, so now we're done with this screen. So the next screen is going to be the screen where the user has sent messages. Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll duplicate this screen to the right, or better still, let's duplicate the last screen so that we can make use of the scrollable one as well. Okay, so we have that here. Excuse me. Alt key, we drag to the right. So this is going to be the screen 3. Now here we'll remove that part, that is the inner frame. So double tap and take it out. Okay, then here we can now update this thing. So what we're going to do here is to remove the keyboard and add few lines where the user have typed already. Okay, so I'll make use of this particular one, and other ones will follow as well. So I'll select this chart frame here, and we're going to update the width to 340. Then we take it to the right edge of the grid and bring it down. That is, we're going to select the two and give the spacing to 20 as well. Alright, so here we'll delete this and this placeholder text, or better still, leave the placeholder text. We're just going to copy this time and bring it down here and make sure the position is 290 as it is in the previous one. So we select this, remove the stroke, and give it fill of our global color, which is going to be this, and this text we change it back to height. Okay, so this is all right. Now we're going to select this and make sure there is a drop shadow already. Okay, so make a duplicate and one more duplicate. Now this second one, we're going to update the height. So you select it, we'll go back to the height and update it to 100. Let's see what we have. Perfect. So in this state here, this is where the user have typed another message. So here we can update the timing as well to 9:02. This one we make it 9:03. Okay, then you can make it realistic or use Lorem text. Well, I'm just gonna copy random text and paste it in this field here. Okay, so I'll just break it like this. Okay, so here I'm not breaking it, so there the time will come down. Okay, so here another continuation shows that. So we're supposed to make a duplicate of that message sent, but we didn't do it. So let's come back to this screen, double tap the message button and copy it here. Then bring it down and position it like that. So now we can select all the buttons together. That is the message boxes together. Align them to the, sorry, it should be, leave the alignment as it is, plus this. So before that, I'll select the last one and distribute their vertical spacing. So to 20, that's perfect. Now the send button, make sure you align it to the center of the frame, and here is going to be type message again. Type message as it was. Okay, then we'll take down the opacity to, I think it was around 20 that time. Okay, so that's perfect. Now the last one and this button should be 30. Okay, then you leave the remaining space. So once you have this, then you leave it like that. Okay, so now we're going to take this and also put it back inside the frame and align it to the center and to the top. So this should be your chart tree. If you preview it, you should have something like this. So you can see. So this is also perfect. All right. So now we can go to the last frame that will show the chart is complete, right? Or the chart has ended. So what you're going to do here, let's see which one we can copy. Let's copy this frame and bring it here. So here we were going to add one or two things and modify the screen. So I'm going to select all the cards and delete it. Then here also delete this joke. Okay, so now take our text tool and write here section session ended. Oh my god, sorry. Messaging session ended. All right, so that should be inside the frame. We're gonna take this down to our body text, body last text. Take it up and keep it there. Okay, so duplicate that down and just include the duration of the chart. Okay, you can see 40 minutes. Okay, so we just put it 40 minutes or 3 hours and all that. Depends on the hours they spent to chat or more. So you can put anyone you want. So let me just use 2 hours out of the 3 hours they booked. Okay, so let's say 2 hours 40 minutes. So you just put here 2 hours 40 minutes. So this is gonna be header text. I need to and the board to a global column and also align it to the center of the frame. So let's have another heading here. Say chart has been saved to us, have been saved in history. So let's just have it there. Okay, so that's it. Now the next thing, let's take our frame, hold down the shift key to have a square. Okay, so this is gonna be 200 by 200. All right, so we're going to give it corner radius of 100 to get a perfect circle. Let's give it partial background fill so that we'll see where it is. All right, so we keep it there, and here we'll put in the name of the doctor. So instead of doing that from scratch, let's just copy it from here, or they're in group, it's fine. Let's just copy it and paste it here, or you select it, Alt key, drag it and come and drop it there. Okay, so we need a button here, so we'll go to our assets and our local libraries and get buttons on our components. Okay, so let's select this instance and add this button into this frame. Okay, so here we can ask them to write a review. All right, so this is gonna be then there's this one we had as on 16 medium. Okay, so here we can duplicate it and change this instance. So let's go to our buttons and change it to where we don't have that particular variant. I think the one that have only stroke. Okay, it's not available, that's fine. We'll just detach the fill, give it a stroke and remove that, then the stroke to our global color. Okay, now we can make it 2 and bring it outside. Okay, and the text here we're going to update it to go to dashboard and the text fill to our color. Okay, so that's it. So here we're going to add a picture of this young man there. So I don't know how we're gonna get it, but let's see if we can get it from this frame. Let's copy it, or let's alt key to select him. Stay inside the frame. I want to see if you can detach him from the frame. If there's no way to detach him, we can rescale the frame. Okay, so the frame is about how many size? 120 by 120. So we take it to 200 by 200. Okay, then we're going to give it corner radius of 100. Should be able to get that back. All right, so let's delete this, bring him back to that screen. Okay, so now let's do our proper arrangements. Select the tree, distribute the vertical spacing to 20 to 10, sorry, text spaces should be 10. Ctrl G to group them and align them to the center of the frame. Okay, so doctor and his name, align them. I also make them 10. You can also group them together. Then you put him into the middle of the frame. All right, so we can bring this text down a bit. Select the tool and let's make it 50 spacing. Okay, also align them to the center. Now select the 2 buttons, align them to the center and their spacing to 20. Okay, I cannot see that. Okay, 20. All right, so put them into the center of the frame. So if you are not doing, just select it 1 in the frame middle and the middle. Okay, so this text and this was the spacing is 50. So this button and that as well should be 50. So here and here should be 50 as well. All right, so I'll come back here, select this 2 and take it back to 20. All right, so that's it. I think we're done with the messaging section. Okay, so the last screen should be the review screen. So let's cut this video here. This is going to be write a review for message. Okay, so let's cut this lesson here so that it won't be too long. And if you take the preview, you should have something like that as well. Okay, that's not bad. And what you're going to do now, let's see here. Also, we have that. All right, so let's stop here. The next lesson we'll design the review screen, then connect the prototype for the chat process. See you there.